if you live up here, it's not difficult to find, but if you didn't know to look here, you probably would never find it. And there's the old, original, first time in the United States I know, of a golf cart bridge made specifically for golf carts.
It's like a roller coaster. Don't throw your hands up. I'm kidding.
It's pretty steep for a bridge. If you've got an electric car that may have some bad batteries in it, seriously, you may not make it up that way.
I'd be curious to see how the ones that they're putting in, you know, whether they've got a deeper rundown or sled or whatever they call it.
Okay, we are in now what's called the historical side. You've heard those people mention all the time in the historical area. This is it.
This is the dog park.
Yeah, when you come across the bridge, the first thing you're going to run into is this dog park. This is the dog park. Now here a few months ago they were trying to get it covered with artificial turf. And apparently they've decided that wasn't a good idea because of how expensive it was and all that stuff.
Look, it's a baby.
But the dog parks are divided in sizes. This one here, I believe, is for small dogs. And then over to the left over there is for large dogs. I don't know if there's one for like medium-sized dogs.
I think it's this way and then back.
Oh, okay. But they have water in there and water bowls in there if you want to use them. Me personally, I probably wouldn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If we brought our dog, first of all, we'd never take our dog to a dog park because she don't like anybody. But if we did, we'd probably take her own dish, probably take her own ball. No, she don't play. She don't know how to play. Our dog does not know how to play.
Yeah, well,
So we wouldn't take any balls or anything.
at her age, she probably has as much arthritis as we got.
Yeah, so we're not going to try to change her mind. If she don't like dogs, we're not taking her where there's dogs.
Yeah.
But you are expected to pick up after your pet and dispose of it. And disposing it means you don't throw it down the drain, which people up here have been caught doing. You can throw it in your trash, I suppose, at home, but they have disposal areas right here. I see them right there.
Yeah.
So
They also have bags, little
They still do that?
dispensers. I believe so.
I thought they'd quit doing it because everybody keeps stealing them.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I actually don't see one, but
I do, right over there.
okay.
She's sitting.
Okay. Well, I thought they did.
Ain't that one over there? Where he's
Yes, yes, that is. And we did a real nice video of this park. It's a nice park.
These areas they've got, historical area, brand new area, makes no difference. They stay as nice as we as residents decide to keep them.
And that's what all the ones that they put over on our side were country club tools.
I'm going to go over here once again and see if I can find the country club. It's really not that hard if you can find the water tower. Find the water tower and just meander through the roads. I don't know the names of all of them. And you will find the water tower.
This is, this area here is nice and shaded, and it's a little bit cooler than everywhere else, and I kind of like it over here.
We rented here several times off the golf cart man, the original golf cart man. We never had a problem back then.
There's the archery range.
There's the archery range on the left. I mean, it was at that point when we came here, this was really about the only retired area you could live in, except a little bit around Spanish Springs. They were still building a lot, and it was very quiet, very peaceful. It was very respectable here. There's the walking trail they have here. It's made out of that spongy asphalt when you walk on it.
It's a little park, and they have the outside exercise equipment in there.
Yeah, they have outside exercise stuff that I'm sure on a 90-degree day nobody is using.
Well, you get up early in the morning before it gets hot, or before it gets hotter. It's still like 80. It's 6 in the morning. It's got everything. They've got their own library over here.
There's a putt-putt course here on the left. which I thought they were going to tear out and put something else in.
Bocce.
This is Paradise. Did I turn too early? No, I didn't. I got in there. This is Paradise Rec Center. I don't know if this is a regional rec center here. I'm thinking it is. This is where you get your visitor's pass over here. And right here to my right, next to the rec center, is the family pool, I'll put it. That's where you bring your grandkids. I brought my granddaughters here many times.
Like I said, they've got a Christian church, like I said, the library, the fire department, postal station. It's self-contained, very, very compact. It's
Right
not
over here,
spread out.
just to give you a peek, that's part of Orange Blossom Country Club Championship Golf Course, you see.
And they've been talking about what to do with that. It needs to be redone, so they were trying to decide whether they were going to make it like a putt and play.
No, not that. No, not that.
Or
Let's talk about Silver Lake Executive Golf Course. And over to the left is the postal station. To my right is the fire department in here. To my left, it looks like tennis courts or pickleball courts. It looks the same to me. Here's a softball field over here. Most softball fields where I live, there's 4 fields per area. This here looks like maybe only 1. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's only one field right there. I'm sure you guys can see that. But they do have a softball field here. And right over here, that I thought was tennis courts, that's not. That looks like pickleball courts to me. They're shorter. So I want to say that's pickleball. Pickleball down here is a big deal.
and it's getting to be everywhere, but
Don't think that if you come into a historical area, even though people say they don't have as much of this or they don't have as much of that, whatever this and that is, don't think that they don't have anything here, because they have everything. And always remember, as a resident of the villages, you are not stuck to just doing everything in here. You can get in your car, your golf cart, you can come down to Brownwood and participate in anything that's going on, or anywhere in between. This here is called the Boone Gate, and I'm going to say it's named after the children.
it's very, very busy.
I'm going to turn down this road here so you can see what some of these, I call them manufactured homes or modular homes. Some of them are sitting on a concrete slab, like a regular home. Others are sitting on, I don't know, some kind of a block system of some kind, and then they put a skirting around them. Hello everybody, I'm interrupting this show as my own little commercial. If you enjoy this kind of video, please at the end of the video, give it a thumbs up. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Share it with your friends. Tell your friends to subscribe to my channel and watch some of these videos if they're interested. If you enjoy going to the different neighborhoods on a golf cart ride and us pointing out the little things that's different in each area, such as right now you're enjoying the historical area. Very few people have done videos of the historical area. That's why we're doing it, because you asked us to. And if you ask us to, and I get enough of them, then Sue and I will make arrangements, and we generally do it. So if you enjoy this, please subscribe. Please give it a thumbs up. Please leave comments below. We do read them. We may not answer every one of them, but we do read them, and that's where we get our ideas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side. Maybe I'll find one in here. And well, you know it. Oh, here's one right in front of me. That house is sitting on kind of blocks, I think. Do you see what looks like concrete that goes around the house itself? It could be a concrete block, or it could be that fake looking stuff that looks like concrete. It's like a skirting. Keeps rodents and stuff from going underneath your house. There's another one right there. I noticed this one on the corner. I can't tell about that one, but notice on the corner, same thing. I'll find, there's one right there. I'm going to try to find one that's actually sitting on a concrete slab. There's one right there. See that blue house over there, built up on the hill, how concrete comes up to level the house out? That house is sitting on a concrete slab like a regular house. Does it make any difference? I don't think it makes any difference as far as you living in it, but the difference might be the insurance. If it's on a concrete slab and fastened down, the insurance might be a whole lot cheaper than if it was sitting up on concrete blocks. But also the difference is, if you're sitting down on ground, like a structured home, your property taxes are going to be a whole lot more than if they're sitting up on like blocks with skirting around it. Why is it that way? I do not know, but I know it is. See that big water tower in front of me? That's where you want to head toward. Head toward that water tower. There's a nice little yellow house for sale. If you drive through these neighborhoods, you find houses for sale here and there, even in the summer months. People think they don't sell houses down here in the summer. Well, you're wrong. I think the first one I bought in the summer. And I'm thinking this one I'm in right now, I bought in the summer, early part of the summer.
But not September, October.
September, October.
But the lots are bigger?
Lots are bigger, more space in between the houses. You can buy a cheap, if you can find a cheap one, house trailer, something that's no good and they're trying to get rid of it. You can get a cheap one. And you are allowed to move them out if you want to, and you can build a brand new home in here. This is Orange Blossom Country Club, and I'll explain more about that home building thing here in a minute. Must be dinner time because there ain't a parking spot anywhere.
Yeah.
I swear, if you work 9 to 5 your whole life, 5 o'clock everybody goes to dinner.
So is that the best time to go shopping?
I'm a third tricker, so all this cattleman mentality here is it just escapes me is why. But anyway, there's that pool right there next to the Orange Blossom Country Club that used to be a residence pool. And then what happened was, when they decided to start making country club swimming pools priority memberships only, they took the resident pool there away from the people here and made it a priority pool, so the people that was used to going there all the time, sitting in the hot tub behind the waterfalls or whatever, they all were lost them unless they bought a priority membership, and they all felt like they kind of got ripped off. I have to agree with them myself. If I bought here with all that in mind, and then one day they just told me I couldn't go there anymore unless I paid another $200 to have a membership to get in there, I'd feel ripped off.
They have the cutest tiki bar.
They had a tiki bar. I don't think you can go there.
Yeah. They used to.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they still do or not. I ain't been up there, you guys. I haven't been up in here for 20 years. So I don't know all the ins and outs of what's going on here now. And this whole area here is starting to turn over. What do I mean by turnover? The older people are going to assisted living. A lot of them are dying, and the houses are being sold, and grandkids, some of them are inheriting them, and so the area is getting younger as far as the age goes. The average age here probably at one time was 80, give or take. Now it's probably a little less. This is the hilltop pool here. This is the adult pool. I'll show you the sign right there. Hilltop adult pool, 30 years of age and older. But I think they might be closed. I see signs. No, I see people in there. I thought they might be closed. But anyway, people always wonder about swimming pools around here. Let me tell you what I know about pools. They're everywhere. I don't care where you buy a house. Within 2 or 3 minutes of your house, probably there's a pool somewhere. At least up here. Finney, I can't speak to Finney. I don't live in Finney. I don't pretend like I know everything that there is to know about the villages. I know a lot, but I don't know everything at all. And some people expect me to know all kinds of stuff that, man, I simply say, I'm not getting paid enough money to know all this. You need to call your realtor. That's what he's for.
So we usually know who to call. We got a question.
We pretty much know how to answer it, or we know how to point you in the right direction. Or we can generally, if you're asking for facts and figures about money for this or that, there's no exact answer to any of that. But we can generally give you a good roundabout figure on what it is. The houses in here, most of them that I'll say are in decent shape, but maybe a little bit of updating would be required, like maybe changing the carpet or something like that. I'm going to say somewhere between 130 to 140. Houses in here any cheaper than say 100, I'll say 90,000 or even less, probably should be pulled out and something put in its place. Because you're buying the property at that point, not the house. I have seen them in here. When I say here, the historical area, which, by the way, it's a huge area. It's not small. I've seen them in here for 180. I'm talking about the modular manufactured home houses, 180. Those are probably pristine. They probably had a garage added on them. They probably got everything updated, all new cabinetry, drywall instead of, paneling and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part here, the one thing I want people to notice that I don't know if they, let me turn here and get some side shots. Very seldom do you see a garage. It's all carports. So on this side, if you find a house that's got a garage, and I'm not talking golf cart garage, people make golf cart garages all the time. The laundry room in a lot of these is actually outside in the shed.
It's the new houses that they're putting in with the carports, they call that a golf cart garage in the back.
You see that carport there? You see that door just out on the back side? That's actually a shed where you'd put tools and stuff. But I rented a house, 2 or 3 houses. In there was a washer and dryer. They're all not like that, but I just want you to know. And they're also building 2-bathroom, 2-bedroom patio villas down in the Finney area, City Chatty, and those areas down there. That actually they're going back to the carport. This here would be either District 1 or District 2. I'm not 100% sure. I'm in, I believe, Country Club Hills. So the district rules here will not be the same as District 10 or District 12. So sometimes people say, well, you said you couldn't do this or that. Well, when I say that, that's because I'm talking about District 10 where I live. A lot of these homes here are snowbirds because they buy these homes a lot cheaper. They can stay here 3, 4, 5 months out of the year and they can leave them, I guess, and not feel so bad about it. I'm trying to find an area that where a developer has bought some of these older trailers here and he pulled them out and he built brand new homes up here, and some of them are still for sale. And they're nice homes. They're just like the homes you see down in Finney or anywhere else.
They're actually, that's the floor plans they're using.
There's one. Is that one right there? Yeah, there's one. Now it's sold. I could tell by looking at it, somebody already lives in there because they've got landscaping out here. Right here. The developer, there was a house trailer or something here not worth much. He bought it and built this brand new house and sold it. Now you might ask, what's the advantage of that? They don't have a bond in this area. Now, when they build a brand new house, I'm just assuming they don't have a bond. So that might be one reason to buy a house here, save you money. Another reason might be the lots are bigger, more space between the houses, and that appeals to a lot of people. That's the only two reasons that I know, other than the fact they might like it up here because they're so close to all the shopping here on 441 also.
Yes, that's a big, plus the amount of shopping they've got up here is more than on 466 or 466A so far. Now I'm expecting a big boom on 44.
I'm going to go over here. I'm going to guess that I'm going to get into the Silver Lake area. Silver Lake is probably the first, at the time, trail park started here. It was the oldest.
I think it was Orange Plus.
No. That's what the manufacturers owned. Silver Lake at one time was full of single wide trailers. Now over the years, some of them's been pulled out and people have built stuff. And hopefully I can find Silver Lake. You don't probably think, well, you know where you're at, right? No. Hey, when you come down here, and I tell everybody, don't worry about getting lost. Just get in your golf cart and go, have fun, enjoy yourself. I get lost too. Ask Sue, she'll tell you.
Oh yeah. And if it's a problem, anybody you see, all you have to do is just ask. More than likely, they'll ask you.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing about this area, it's very friendly.
If you stop anywhere, don't be surprised if 3 or 4 carts don't pull up next to you and say, you okay? Are you lost? They're more than glad to tell you where to go, how to go, or they'll just say, follow me, I'll take you there. That's what I usually do when someone's lost. I just tell them to follow me, I'll take you there. It's easier than to give directions.
And I don't know if that's still the case, but like I said, it was for years, so I think it still is. That's one thing about an older community. You know, I think they're nicer.
I do too. The younger crowd, I don't know, they're still on that 9 to 5 clock. Hurry up, get out of my way, I gotta go. What's the matter with you? How come you ain't got your mask on? You're breaking the rules. I'm gonna call in on you. I mean, it's just nuts.
Well, it took you a long time to get used to it. Back the same way we came.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Yeah, well, you're going back the same way we came.
I'm going back to the country club?
Well, I don't know if you'll... Like I said, we made several turns since we left the country club.
I'm just looking for Silver Lake.
Okay.
Is this a dead end road? It is.
That was Swartz Boulevard we were on.
It was?
Yes.
So I want to go the other way on Swartz?
Yes.
Some of these trees you'll see in the older section up here, the historical area, are huge. I know my camera's probably not picking it up very well.
And they're beautiful.
But the palm trees are bigger than normal. The Spanish oaks up here, some of them look to be 300, 400, 500 years old. Now that's something you'll have to think about also if you come to this older area. Do you want one of them big Spanish oaks in your yard? Because they're messy. They drop leaves all the time. There's little acorns up there that fall constantly. Just saying, that's all. Just saying. I'm not a tree hater. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, the palms are, the magnolias are. You just gotta pick your poison.
The thing about the oak leaves, though, they're small. They're not like the oak trees up north. The leaves are very hard. They will cut you if you pick them up the wrong way, and they lay on the concrete. Sometimes you can't blow them away. You can't take a garden hose and get them to go away.
because the way these roads are.
See some of these yards is way overgrown. No, I guess that wasn't a yard. Somebody has to know that. I don't know who it was. But there's a couple people down here. I don't know if it's a company or just some guys that got together. Whenever some of these older homes up here come up for auction, for whatever reason, they were buying some and they were flipping them. They were going in, yanking out cabinets and all that kind of stuff, and then going in and updating it basically. And I guess they did a pretty good job. And they were selling them and making a couple of bucks. I personally have no problem with that. There's a new house to my right that's been built. I just now saw it. There's another one that they are building. Can you see it on my right? I hope my camera's picking it up.
But yeah, that's what's going on over here as the demographics changing.
See how that camper's in that guy's yard? That's the difference in the district rules. I'm going to assume he can do that because in my neighborhood, that can't be done. You can park it in your driveway for 72 hours to load and unload. That's it.
But now I wonder about that since a lot of these are mobile homes. Would that come under the same classification?
I don't know. They have to go check under their district rules. I'm just trying to keep somebody to getting in trouble like the lady with the artificial turf. Now she's going to spend several $1,000s to get that taken out.
Yeah,
and you know she's going to blame it on the developer. It's the developer's fault. There's a new one there. Smaller one, but it's a new one.
That's what I said, and the prices aren't different than they are
down
down
south. Is that a new one right there? So I think it is. It's a stucco home with a pool in the back.
Yeah, but I don't think it's new. But
I don't recall ever seeing a home that big.
I don't either.
And look how clean everything is. Yeah, I think this is a new stucco here. Oh, you got a huge. I'm gonna turn around and get a picture of that. He's got a camper garage, an RV garage. Look at this. Look at this. See that?
Wow.
You guys see that? There's an RV garage. This is what I mean when you can buy up here. And he probably bought maybe a couple of lots. Had the trailers pulled out. He submitted plans for this. They approved it. And he built it right here. What did that cost? Man, I have no idea what that cost. I couldn't even begin to tell you what that cost. It's a stucco home. It's a gorgeous home. It's 2 lots. I'm going to try to go down to the side here so you can see it. It's I don't know how many. Yeah, I don't know how many square foot that is, but it's pretty good size. And then there's his neighbor right there.
You said there's a sign.
Yeah,
there.
that's new. I don't ever recall seeing anything that big in here. It even looks new, truthfully. Paint's perfect. Roof is perfect. Got the architectural shingles on it.
It's different.
I'd give my right nut to have that.
Hi, pretties. Well, that's the first one I've seen of that. Now, the house itself wasn't more than 1 story, but of course that garage was.
I'm not sure how big of an RV he's got, but coming down in here with all these low-hanging trees could be an issue.
But that's the whole time we were here. Very quiet. Like I said, the people are just super friendly.
Actually, when we were here, everybody here were probably the original owners to most of these homes. Now, half of it's probably been turned over to new people. We don't know any of these people up here. I don't know the attitude of people here. Best way to find out, go to the hot tub in your neighborhood or the swim pool in your neighborhood and sit around there and listen to them talk in the pool, and you'll get a good idea of how it is.
Yes, that's true.
And you'll decide whether you want to live with those people or no. Huh?
Is that a brand new house?
No. I remember that house. Am I heading out yet?
Well, you're still on Sword Boulevard. Now you have
It ends right here.
Yeah.
Jason Drive. That's where we had our house.
Yes.
I'm going to go here.
This is how you get to the hot tub.
Well, the house in Renovation right up here by the front gate, right? Jason Drive ended right there, teed off.
But it goes all the way to the post office, I believe.
Tortoise Boulevard you turn to get to the post office.
So Tracy is where you turn for the hot tub.
In this area over here on Tracy, right there, dude. I don't want to lock our tires up and make a noise. I'll see if I can get a glimpse. I don't want to mess around too much. I'm afraid my camera will get hot and shut off again. But this is the only neighborhood hot tub open to village residents. When I say village residents, that means I can come up here myself in my golf cart or my car for that matter. I live in Brownwood.
And we used to.
I used to come
when
here
we
all the
first got
time.
here, yeah.
I just haven't done it. Oh, I can get a peek now. Nobody's parked here. Look through there. You see that round or octagon-shaped building with the pointed roof right there, and they got the yellow things around it. They don't want you in there now because of COVID, but that's probably a 20-man or so jacuzzi. To the left right here is a shaded area. One of the guys that lived here way back when was a chef at one of the country clubs, and on Sunday he would sell, he did a barbecue pit over here. He would sell dinners here, really cheap, like $5 for a pork chop dinner.
Really good.
You know, it was really good. They were like $5. You got 2 pork chops, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, stuff like that. And then to the right is one of the places that they don't have down south is a changing room. You can go in there and you can change to swimming suits or get ready to go down to the square. You can change clothes. We don't have changing rooms.
No, but I think it's technically a bathroom, isn't it? Okay.
Hang your clothes. Now, with some of the things that's going on, especially down south, as opposed to maybe here, I'm not sure that I would leave all my stuff in a changing room. One guy got picked up at Colony Recreation Center, not once, but twice, for going into the changing area. That's a sports pool type stuff there. And he stole people's wallets and charge cards, and he got caught doing it twice. Same guy. So whenever I went to the sports pool, I took my billfold, cell phone, anything important to me. I walked out there, I usually have my sneakers on, and I would put my cell phone stuff inside my sneaker and set it there by the bleacher next to the pool I was in.
And you didn't forget and go swimming with it.
Well, I did that with my cell phone a couple of times.
And you did your wallet.
Do not buy swimming trunks with a pocket.
It's just...
It's an accident waiting to happen. I'll tell you, I went swimming twice. Twice! Had my cell phone in my pocket, my swimming trunk, took the golf cart, went down there, jumped in, swam for a while, and then realized, oh my God, I left my cell phone in my pocket. And yeah, I had to buy new cell phones. Now this area over here is familiar to me, but it's not familiar to me. It's the closest neighborhood probably to Home Depot over yonder. To the right, this little pit you see in the ground, that's for extra water drainage in case of a hurricane or whatever. To the left is another one to hold water. We used to take our dog Maggie down here and this one over here when they mow it, and we used to throw the ball in there because she couldn't get out. Well, she could, but she just never did.
And this was the only place actually that flooded during the hurricane, and hopefully they have got that fixed. The rest of us didn't have any water problems, but over here they did for a good while. And it was a shame because a lot of the people over here was elderly. And they did have some very nice volunteers that come over and helped a lot of folks out, bringing some of those things that they actually needed because they couldn't get out. Oh, we're going to go, there's a golf cart path here that takes you over behind the Circle K.
It's taking you to where the old post office used to be. This
Yeah,
is how,
this is-
if you lived in here, this is how you went and got your mail.
That's
They've got
it.
it.
Sharon Drive.
They've got it shut down. They're going to tear it down or something. And we found out yesterday. I think I got pictures of the new one here on my left. New parking lot, new postal station, new mailboxes, new everything. And down here is the old, right there to your left, right there. This is the old post office. So I guess they're still using. And before you say anything, yes, that golf cart right there in front of me is legally parked. That's where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, there's 2 spaces. I think 2 spaces.
Kind of tight right there. I never agreed with it, but I mean, that's just the way it is. Over there is a car tire dealership that you have golf cart access to. There's also a Shell Station convenience store right there. There's a SunTrust Bank right there. I better get out of here so I can see this stuff. All this up and down this road right here is golf cart accessible. And there's a lot of stuff here. I don't know much about any of the doctors or anything, but they're here. You see to the right here is, I don't know what that is.
Grooming.
What is it?
A pet grooming place. I don't know.
Oh,
if it's
pet grooming?
Pet villas. I don't
This
know.
place right here, I think I got video of it on my phone before, but it was a little shaky. This is where the original golf cart store was at. The guy was called the Golf Cart Man. He was here before the Villages ever had a golf cart store. He did custom golf carts, rebuilding them, whatever. He did it all right here. He actually was on Fox News. You can go to YouTube right now and you can just type in the Villages Golf Cart Man. And I'm pretty sure the YouTube video from Fox News will show a video of him. He owns several homes back in the historical area, and whenever we rented one of those homes, they were always off of him. And he gave us the golf cart with the home at the time, and we never had any problem with it. I mean, yeah, they were older homes, but they were okay. My only complaint was one home he had, the mattress on them beds. I don't know where he got them. They were hard as a rock. I told him about it too. Right here is the entrance to Silver Lake. If you can see that sign right there, that's Silver Lake. That is the oldest village in all the villages.
That's the medical gate.
I think we were in there.
Yes.
Silver Lake,
yes.
running around. So, and down here in front of me is a medical center. All kinds of stuff in there. Let's see, allergy, asthma, a dentist. I don't know what all's in there. And you just kind of ease off to the right here, and there's a golf cart trail. Right in front of me is 441. You cannot take your golf cart out on that road. You can't even cross the road in a golf cart. Well, I take it back. Yes, you can. You go ahead and do it until a car hits you or a cop comes along and gives you a ticket. Here, yesterday I stopped here. I don't know how well it turned out. Sue said somebody said they didn't know there was a double waterfalls here. Right there it is. There's a waterfalls on top that comes down to a second layer. And then if you look to the right, you'll actually see a third waterfalls.
And I said,
I think there might be another one in the back.
The top one was turned off for a long time. I haven't seen it in ages.
Well, they're working. You can see where they've cut a lot of shrubbery out. You can see some of the wooden bridges that cross the waterfalls. It's new wood. They've replaced those. And I don't know what else they may have done or what they're getting ready to do, but by looking at the dirt where they tore a lot of stuff out, I'm going to say they're probably going to get ready to start planting some new material there. I don't know what. Bushes of some kind or something. But I also gave a warning, and I'll do it again in case it didn't come out the first time. If you move in any area, I don't care what area you move in, you see a pretty lake like this and you think it'd be nice to take your dog for a little walk, do not walk your dog along the edge of any water pond. I don't care how big, I don't care how small the water is. Don't do it.
Dogs or kids.
Yeah, I wouldn't even walk the kid. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even walk myself. I'm telling you, these alligators that get a foot down below the water surface, sitting here by the edge, they're waiting for something to walk by to eat. And you won't see them. You might think you will, but you will not see them. I've heard hundreds of stories of golfers looking for their golf ball just to find out that there was an alligator 3 feet from them and they didn't even know it. So just be careful. Your dog, that gator sees lunch. That's all he sees is lunch. So just don't do it.
And us coming from the north, we had that problem. It just didn't dawn on us.
I never thought about it.
We'd never seen a gator.
This lake I'm looking at right now, I walked Maggie over there on the other side, and she liked to get in the water, and I had a leash on her. I let her get in the water. I never thought anything about it until a guy said, "That's not very smart." I said, "What's that?" He said, "Gators sees your dog out there." He said, "That'll just be lunch." And then it dawned, oh my God, never even thought about it. Never even thought about it.
Because we don't have gators in
We
Indiana.
don't have rattlesnakes in Indiana. Well, mostly. But down here there's rattlesnakes. So if you're a person that likes to weed your garden, just don't go sticking your hand willy-nilly up underneath bushes or stuff. 90% of the time you're probably all right. But all it's going to take is one snake bite and you ain't going to like it. All right, we're getting ready to leave here. We're going across the famous golf cart bridge once again.
Oh, I remember the first time I come across this. Oh my gosh. And I brought a bunch of the girls over here to go across this. They thought it was fun.
Got my foot on the brakes so the cart don't run away from it because it's just one little bounce right here. It can bounce you out of the cart.
Yeah.
So now you guys know how to cross that golf cart bridge to get over to the historic side. Hopefully if you're interested in buying something over there, I give you enough look-see to give you an idea of what it is. Right now I'm kind of hungry. I'm thinking about going to Ruby Tuesdays with this right there. I'm not really a fan of Ruby Tuesdays. I've been to several of them in different cities. I'm just not a fan of them. They generally, I don't know. I was looking at the Mexican restaurant. It looks like people are piling in there.
Well, it's probably getting close to dinner time. I'm saying.
Ruby Tuesdays.
There's just two people outside. Yeah.
Well, I'd kind of like to sit inside if I could. I'd right here by the window if I could. Well, it looks like they're sitting outside too. I guess.